Do you find yourself getting in little pity-pat arguments with your significant other and you can't really pinpoint why? Well, we think we know what it is. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Damien.
And I'm Kenady, and we are so glad that you took the time out of your day to join us. Now, if this is your first time, we just wanted to share our heart and passion for helping you create and cultivate healthy relationships. So we just encourage you to like, share, subscribe, and comment on things that you would like for us to talk about in the future. So let's go ahead and get started with today's topic, Damien, which is
Boom, boom, boom. Expectations. So, Kenady, you have a definition for the people?
Yeah, according to Google, Dr. Google, expectation is the belief that somebody will or should do something.
Now, in our relationships, we have expectations. But the first thing you need to do, you need to have expectations for yourself. Like, for example, I have an expectation for myself to read the Bible and pray to God. Now, why is this important for myself? Well, I want to continue to have a relationship with God so I can better serve Kenady.
Ain't he sweet? But we also, as humans, have expectations for other people, especially in relationships.
Like our courtship.
Courting,
yeah.
And also even into marriage.
Yeah.
I know as we're 2 days away from our our wedding, we have communicated expectations. And so that is the first thing. Making sure that you communicate the expectation to somebody, because they're not a mind reader and they might not know that that's something that you expect for them to do or want to serve you in that area. So some expectations that I have for Damien that I've communicated with him was doing car things for me, because I hate anything car related. I will get the gas and that's it. Everything else, the car need to stop being so needy.
Yeah.
But he always makes sure that my car is up to date with the brakes and tires and oil change. And so that's something that I expect for him to handle, because I don't want to do that.
Yeah, at all. So one of the things I expect from Kenady is to help me with my health, right? She is a registered dietitian. And I want to live a more healthy life so I can stay on the earth a little bit longer. Another thing that I've communicated with Kenady is her spiritual life. I really want her to read the Bible for herself and pray to God for herself so she can support our family, not just me, but our family in that. Any other things that you communicated to me about?
One of the things that I've communicated with you is cooking maybe like once a week.
Okay.
Even though I love to cook, it would be great to, have you in the kitchen whipping up some chicken or spaghetti every once in a while, especially after a long day of work. So those are some things that we've communicated with each other. And one which goes into our next point. Just because you've communicated something to somebody, you have to analyze to see if it's realistic.
Is it realistic? Now, one of the things that I understand about Kenady is that she has the ability to carry a baby, right? And I cannot expect her to cook 7 days a week while she's pregnant. That's not realistic, right? And so I want her to serve her in that area. Maybe I have to take up the slack and cook more during that season. So one of the things about expectations you have to realize is some of the expectations are seasonal.
Yeah, because things change. Like you said, having a baby or going through a rough patch at work or dealing with something family related. But also, it should match up with your goals. Now, say if I had the expectation that you take me to a steak and lobster date every week, but we're trying to get out of debt. That's not realistic based on our goals.
Or wise. Or wise.
So just making sure, just because you communicated it doesn't mean that it's something that can be achievable and realistic. So really analyzing that. Now, the third thing, what's the third and final thing?
Does it really matter? You really have to think about it. Some expectations doesn't really matter.
Like, if they didn't do that expectation that you had, that you communicated, that is realistic, and they still dropped the ball, does it really matter? Like, I know for me, we've talked about how I hate having the toilet seat left up. And so I've communicated with him, it's like,
But have I done it?
He has.
Okay.
He has.
Okay.
So he puts the toilet seat down. He's known that that's like a kind of one of those small things that irk you and get under your skin. But if he were to ever forget in marriage, is that something that I need to attack him with or continue to, nag him about? Or will that even disturb the peace in our home? So yes, it's something that's important to me that I communicated, but we have to, analyze, is it that serious if you didn't do it?
And communicate those things. Some other little things that I've heard other couples say. Maybe it's the shower curtain for you. Maybe it's the toothpaste. Or maybe even it's the throw pillows. Maybe some throw pillows are on the side of the bed and you want that one in the middle of the bed every single time. Does it really matter? Are you going to allow that throw pillow to get in the way of your relationship? Really think about that, right?
So I love how we had this conversation with our accountability and how they said to make sure that you give that person grace in that area when they don't fulfill it. So
when they fail, this is what you're saying.
Fail.
When they fail, give them grace.
Give them grace.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
So you might be in a rush and you forget to put down the toilet seat, or you might be having a lot going on and you forget to put the plush throw pillow in the center. But also this is a way that we can be intentional in serving somebody. Like if you are wanting a home cooked meal, a couple times a week, I know that's something that can express my love for him. And so just being intentional with serving the other person, but not in a way that is a must or demanding or in bondage, but a way that you can freely, I know there's something that I can make Damien happy about. Though we're not seeking to make the other person happy, but you do want to serve the other person and show that you love them, that you care about them, and that you listen to the things that make a big difference in their lives.
So we want to hear from you. Comment below, what are some of the expectations that you have for yourself? What are some of the expectations that you have for your boyfriend or girlfriend? And what are the expectations do you have for your spouse? We want to hear from you.
Thank you so much for tuning in today. Feel free to share it with somebody, pass it along, don't forget to subscribe.
Please do.
And we'll see you next time.
My name is Damien Nash.
And I'm Kenady Pitts, almost Nash. I know y'all hear this every week, but we
tomorrow.
down to the milliseconds.
Tomorrow.
But thank you so much, y'all. Be blessed. Love
See
you.
you next
Bye.
time.